So here I've already installed this application file to save time. So if you don't know how to install a next app, just follow my playlist. You'll find a video on how to create a next app using Visual Studio Code. So I've got this public folder. I've also this app folder which has got all our default coding. So inside this page tsx file, you can see that I've got this styling for which using Tailwind CSS. If you check on the browser, you can see that I've got this coding. So I'm going to delete everything that is inside. Starting from main, let's delete everything. Then we're going to create a div. So I'm going to say inside this div, I'm going to create coffee, cafe. Then so this is the text that I'm going. Let me come inside my browser and reload this page and see the changes that we have applied. They can see I've got this text that is appearing, coffee cafe. So now I'm going to go inside the global CSS file. We're going to delete all this CSS file from line 5. Yeah, they can say I've deleted it. Now if you reload this page, yeah, you can see that all the CSS styling is gone. So now I'm going to create a folder which I'm going to call assets, and also let's create another second folder called components. Now inside the components folder, I'm going to create a subfolder called Navbar. Then let's create a file called navbar.tsx. Okay, I'm going to add another second folder called hero. And inside this folder, I'm going to create a file called hero.tsx. So you can see this is the one that we have. Let me just put it in small letters, small letter H. So now I'm going to go inside my Navbar shortcut for creating a function. There I've got this function. Then let's create also run a shortcut for creating a function. Okay, I'm going to go inside my Tailwind config file. Okay. I've added the colors, primary, secondary. There you can see the color codes. I've added secondary, dark, and light, and I've also below you can see that I've styled the container. I'm going to be using this shortcut for container class inside my coding. Then I've also added the theme background, extend. Okay, let's say extend. Then let's have some of these colors for Okay, inside my global CSS, I've added the colors. I've added the colors codes. Okay, you can now see that I've got background image and the colors and the container. There I've got these three. I've got these three that I've styled. Now I can close the global CSS. Now let's go inside our page TSX file. I'm going to add the next under content. I'm going to set a dark mode of class. So when you're done with that one, you've created a dark mode of class. Go okay, inside the public folder I've got 3 images. Okay, let's go inside the layout TSX file. Layout TSX file. Inside the layout TSX file, I'm going to add a class name on the HTML of dark mode class name. Class name of dark, just like we did inside the Tailwind config file. So with that, let me reload this page and take a look. Okay, I accidentally restored this code. This code needs to be removed, just like what I did in the previous tutorial. Just make sure that you have it deleted. Okay, now it's gone. So I've got this coffee cafe. They can see it's there, everything is okay. My web page is fine. Now we're closing all these files. Now I'm going to create a div with background white, dark gray, 500, and with text white and a duration of 200. Then I'm going to, inside this I'm going to create a new component called Navbar. Then let's import this Navbar using Navbar from components/Navbar. But you can see that there's an error, so I need a small letter Navbar firstly for the folder. Now I'm going to add another second Navbar arrow component. Sorry, I'm importing arrow component. So you're going to import this arrow component there. Okay, let me just replace Navbar with the arrow there. It's a arrow. Then let's come inside and replace there with arrow. So now I've got this. Let's import also the inside Navbar. Let's import the image and the FA cart shopping from. So we're going to install React icons so that we can import our cart, shopping cart. So do that. I'm going to open a new terminal. And then let's make sure that we're in the right directory. Then let's start off by I'm going to say npm install react icons. This will install our Next.js icons that we want. So I now got the next react icons. Then I'm going to have inside Navbar, I'm going to have a const menu with some ID name, and I've declared right at the top there. So it's an ID name and link. It's just a const menu. We're going to be using this JSON file to inside our coding. So I've got these 3 files. So now I'm going to go inside my Navbar. Okay, let's create another new file called dark mode. Okay, in small letters, it's called dark mode. So I've got this file dark mode tsx, and I'm going to run rafce to create a function. There we've got our function. Now let's go into navbar.tsx, and you can see that I'm importing dark mode from dark mode into navbar.tsx. So I'm going to delete these divs. I want to start off with an empty div. With an empty brackets. Now let's start off by creating a div. So I'm going to have a div called add another new div called shadow mode, background white, dark gray, then need text white, then duration 200. This is the first div inside the navbar. Then I'm going to create a new div with the class name of container padding y, p small screen py8. Then let's create another div let's give it a class flexi, justified between item center. Then let's have another new div inside subdiv. Let's create space, then hyperlink with href hash. Then class name, let's give it font bold, text 2x large, then small screen text 3x large, then flexi gap 2. So then let's add another image which I'll call out logo. Then class name, let's give it width 10. Then let's paste the text coffee. Then I'm going to create a div which shall be for listings. Then class name flexi, justify between item center gap 4. Then if you're done that one, let's create another div called, and let's add the component inside dark mode. The div with the dark mode inside component. Then let's save another listings. Let's give class name hidden by default, small screen flexi, item center gap 4. Then under the listings, we are going to give a mapping so that we can have our constants that we declared on top menu dot map menu. Then you can see this is the concept that we're talking about. So we are mapping. Then inside the brackets, let's save listings. We are mapping to the listings. Okay, so listings key is equals to menu dot id. Then let's save hyperlinks. The hyperlinks href is equals to menu dot link. class name inline block, padding y, pay x over test yellow 500, and let's have menu dot name. Yeah, you see the text that this will appear as menu name. Then let's create a div for the button. I'll give it a background gradient tiara front primary to secondary, then on over scale y, and then text y py1 px4, then round full flex items center gap 3. So inside this text I'm just going to have the text order. Yeah, so this is text that will appear there. Then let's see if we give it a cut shopping icon that we installed using Next.js. They can say I've got some errors, but let me reload this page. Let's give text white, drop shadow, and the cursor pointer for that's the styling for shopping cart icon. Oh, they can see all this image standard, but you can see that I don't have the image for the side logo. Okay, yeah, everything is good. So now I'm going to go inside my images. The image is not displaying there. Okay, it seems like I've got this error. Okay, you see that my assets folder is right now empty. So I'm going to add this text inside my assets folder. Okay, login assets folder, then you're going to paste these images. When you download my source code, you're going to find these images. Then you can I hope hopefully you can just check those image folder and paste these images inside. Now I'm going to say you can see that the image is still not loading. There's an error there that is saying static image is not integrated to type string. So this is the new errors that I found in Next.js app. So I'm just going to add logo.src. That's how we assign a type string. There you can see my error has just disappeared. There's no problems there. Let's do okay src, yeah, like that one. Then my errors will disappear. If I want to reload the page, they can say, oh, lovely. So this is the navbar that we've been working on. Now let's go on to the dark mode. Okay, so for the dark mode, I'm going first of all going to start off by adding use client. Yes, because we'll be using use effect later. Then let's add import react use state and use effect. Then I'm going to add some images, dark mode pattern and light mode png. These are the images that we're going to be importing. Then let's have a div. Inside this div, I'm going to give it a class name of relative. Then let's have an image. I'm going to be getting source light out text. On click, this image is going to set theme to data when data is identical to dark, if not light, else display dark properties. So that's how. Then let's have a class name with 12 cursor pointer, drop shadow, and the transition. Of all, let's have duration 300, absolute right 0 and z 10. Okay, let's say a theme identical to dark. If not, opacity is equal to 0, or else opacity is equal to 100. Then let's have our image is source is dark png, then out dark on click. So now this is for set theme to data. If data is equal to darker equals to light, else light, then let's save cursor pointer, drop shadow. These are just the properties for the styling of the image. Now let's come inside our dark mode. Okay, you can see that I've declared the set theme and the source. There are some errors there, but don't worry, we'll solve them. Let's add src, then this source error will disappear. Let's add src there. Okay, let's set theme. Okay, let's have const theme and set theme. Use state is equals to use state. Then let's have const element is equals to document dot document. Then for the use state, I'm going to have a total storage, local storage equals to get item, else local storage get item theme is equals to light. Then let's have use state theme if theme is equals to identical to dark, window.class list add dark, local storage site item to theme to dark, else element.class list remove dark, local storage set item to theme slash light. So this is how we have set up our, they can say, oh lovely, they can see by styling using his effect, you can see now that the color mode of the page is changing there from dark to light. Now let's come inside our home hero tsx. Dark mode tsx. Then I'm now inside the, we're going to go for, yes, we have imported the hero there on line 3. So now let's go inside our hero tsx file. I'm going to start off by importing these images, 3 image, 4 image. These are the images that I'm importing. I'm also importing vector from assets vector3.png. Then let's have const image list, and we're just going to have JSON data. Const images id image id2 image, then id image. So I've got these JSON files which are 3. Now I'm going to work on some const image set image is equals to react use state BRI image, then const BG image background image is equals to background with the URL vector, then background position center, then background repeat, no repeat, these are styling, then background size, cover, then height 100%, width 100%. So you've set our const there above. So now let's come inside our file. Let's remove these divs. Okay, I'm going to have a div, then the div I'm going to give it a class name of minimum height 550 pixels, on small screen minimum height is 60, background gray 100, flexi justify center, then item center, then dark gray 500, dark text, and then on duration 200. Then let's tell the BG. Yes, we're importing the BG image for styling also. So that's how you do it. You just import those CSS properties using this shortcut for style BG image. Then let's have a div which I'm going to style to container, then pb8 small screen pb 0. Then let's have a div inside this div. I'm going to tell it says grid columns 1, then small screen grid columns 2. Okay, let me just comment out, this is one is for the text container section. Then the div, we're going to have it as data most zoom out, data most duration zoom, data most once true, class name flexi column justify center, then gap 4 pt12, small screen pt8, then text center, small text left order 2, small screen order 1. Then let's have h1 text 3 times large, small screen text 666 large, then large screen text 7 is large, font bold. Okay, so I'm going to have a welcome, then I'm going to set a span with the bg clip text transparent bg gradient to p, then font primary to secondary. Then let's have a coffee, then we are going to have a coffee cafe. Then let's have padding text small on a paragraph text. So if I've got this text and this span, let's add another div for the button. So this button I'm going to give a page gradient to R, then font primary to secondary. And if you want a over scale of 103, duration 200, text white py2 px4, and then rounded full, then the text is just order now. Okay, I've done some good work there. Then let's have let me comment out this section. This is called the image section. Then let's a div class name. I'm going to, this is an image section, so I'm going to set minimum height 450 pixels, small screen height 450 pixels, flex justify content center. Then let's save item center relative order 1, small screen order 2. Then let's have a div which I shall call class name height 300 pixels, small screen height 450 pixels, overflow hidden flexi justify center item center. Then I'm going to have an image with data most, data os duration, and the data s. Then let's have source, we're going to have it as image id data source, then out bearing image, then class name width 300, small screen 450, scale small screen scale 125, auto spin. Then let's have a div outside this image. For this div, I'm just going to give it class properties of flexi column, large screen 1/2, large screen wi over 2, then large screen justify center gap 4, absolute bottom left screen right 10 bg. Then let's save image list using a map property. Map, we're going to image list.map item. Okay, and then add an image text. We are getting this. Then data most is zoom in, data OS duration 400. Data I was get through source image dot item dot image dot src and click. I'm going to set the image to img id. Item id is close to 1 bmig, else item is identical to 2, set image to bmig img 2, else img 3. Then let's save out bmig. Then let's set the class properties to, okay, I'm going to style these properties with 800, height 80, also with 880, then height 80. Okay, if I reload this page, you can see I've been asked to add use client because we have used use state properties, use state. So every time you use state, just remember to add use client right at the top of the page. So you can see now I'm adding use client. Now if I reload the page, there you can see lovely. They can see all our work has just come out perfectly. There you can see all our work. You can see now I can also do light and dark mode all over the page, and it's just changed. It's just like we wanted. So this is very good. This is very good. This is what we wanted. Okay, I can put a minimizing, and let me just save all. Close this 0txx file. Then also, okay, let me just do a proper spacing so that my code looks perfect. Now I'm going to create a new folder called services inside the components folder. So I'm going to, inside the services, okay, let me minimize this folder, and then inside the services I'm going to add a file called services. Remember, capital letter S .tsx. There you can see I've got this wonderful then let's have in folder called banner. I've added another folder called banner. Let me create a file called banner tsx RAFCE. Then let's create other services. RAFCE, the shortcut for creating a function. That's the shortcut that I use. I love it. Okay. Okay, there it is. So I created a function inside the services file. Then it's time to import. So come below the hero component. Let's add services. Okay, and also we are going to add the banner. So now I'm not going to import services from components, services, then import banner from components, banner. So we are going to import a image from services image, then let's import image 2 from services 2 services png, then import image, then let's import star ratings from react star ratings, then let's import const. This is just a const services data, so this is a JSON file with this data that we shall be using. So I'm going to have a ID image and name and description. So this is our const services data. We have an ID image and name and description, just like as you can see there on this code. So I'm going to have another ID number 2. Then let's save similarly ID number 3 with same ID image, new name and description. So this is just the boiler text that we're having. So this was it for part 1 video. So I'll please watch the next following video in the playlist to complete this task. So just make sure you subscribe and like my videos. Thank you.